today are living longer, playing harder, and feeling younger than previous generations. But as the sags, bags, and jiggly jowls creep in, an increasing number are turning to plastic surgery.
Please call an ambulance. No, don't call an ambulance. I don't have health insurance. What? Why didn't you sign up? It was too complicated to figure out.
Even the comedians over at Saturday Night Live are not missing out on the opportunity.
Recent polls have shown a fifth of Americans can't locate the U.S. on a world map. Why do you think this is?
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries, so we will be able to build up our future for our children.
Thank you very much, South Carolina.
He was not welcoming himself to the good life in May after his run-in with a street sign. The rapper was doing his best to avoid paparazzi, but ended up going head-on into a street sign, and it definitely left a mark.
Thursday night, our federal government is keeping track of every phone call we make.
The whole purpose of the Fourth Amendment is to prevent the government from doing just this. It's to prevent it from interfering with the privacy rights of innocent people, a lot of innocent people, in order to find a few that may be planning something wrong. Nobody wants the wrong thing to happen. But the idea that we would sacrifice liberty in order to obtain safety is a canard. This is just a shortcut to make it easier for America's spies to spying on Americans.
Hair removal is not only popular, it is the most rapidly growing procedure in the United States today for cosmetics. So it's becoming mainstream, getting more mainstream every day, and our patients are coming in asking for it.
These crazy, harsh anti-immigrant laws throughout the country. We've seen them happen in Alabama, Georgia, Arizona. And as a result, a lot of farmers in these states have seen their crops rot because all of the undocumented immigrants moved out of state so they wouldn't get arrested. So they're scrambling to find some employees to work on their crops, and they just can't, okay? They can't do it. Americans are unwilling to work on these crops.
I think this story is hilarious.
It is hilarious. I love it. So, as a result, the Kansas Agriculture Secretary, his name is Dale Rodman, and he is also a Republican, is asking the federal government to give farmers a waiver from the federal government so the companies can hire undocumented workers.
Oh, now all of a sudden you're interested in undocumented workers. What happened, Republicans? I thought you didn't like the undocumented. Oh, but now you need somebody to till your farm. Huh, interesting. It's like, yeah. All that demagoguery we did, can I just get a little exemption on that one? Because it turns out we really need them on the farm. Huh, maybe you should have thought of that ahead of time, huh?
grow and produce enough food for everyone on the planet. Yet there are 870 million hungry people on the planet, and 2.5 million children die of malnutrition every year. Worldwide, we produce 27% more food per person today than we did 50 years ago, even as the global population has more than doubled. Yet in Europe and North America, each consumer wastes 210 to 250 pounds of food per year. As millions of people go to bed hungry, half of the food produced in the United States is wasted between the farm and the fork, discarded as a result of the inefficiency in the human-managed food chain. In the US, nearly 8% of the food is lost in production. The food industry loses 4%, supermarkets are responsible for 6%, restaurants contribute 15% of the food in the landfills, households throw away nearly 25% of the food they buy.
Dr. Alita Eck and her husband John spend 6 hours a week volunteering in a free healthcare clinic that they started together in Somerset, New Jersey.
That's good. It came down a little bit.
We'll see people come in with sore throats, earaches, typical upper respiratory infections. They'll have abdominal pain, urinary tract infections. We diagnose many new cases of diabetes.
Toma una cada día.
People that just find themselves sick with no money and no insurance, and they're terrified.
A ver si tengo las gotas y le voy a dar, ¿ok? Muy bien. Okay, muy bien. Muchas gracias. The moral issue is that person in need deserves care regardless of their ability to pay.
Some of the patients who show up here aren't technically uninsured. They're covered by Medicaid, which is the government's insurance program for the poor. So why come to a free clinic?
Okay.
Medicaid recipients often have a lot of trouble finding anyone who will treat them because the program pays doctors so little. In fact, Eck only sees Medicaid patients in her volunteer clinic because she can't afford to treat them in her private practice. For one thing, Medicaid recipients are more likely to die of cancer.
Because they can't see doctors, they get diagnosed later at a stage of the disease where it's too late.
Great job on the new fragrance. Thanks, man. We just want it to look good for Macy's Black Friday sale.
Harold, what's the deal with that?
With what? Your hair. Oh, you guys noticed? You like it?
Bro, that's my hairstyle.
Nah, bro, this is my do.
Weird.
I thought maybe you guys could use one more bloke in your band.
Back away.
Buy One Direction's Our Moment and we'll donate $2 to Make-A-Wish. Macy's Black Friday sale starts Thursday, 8 p.m.